hammer today. Andrei Jankowski. And in the end, Jankowski, who had the best day of his career, failed to deliver. Now, though, we turn our attention to the women's competition.
Competition starts.
World number 3, Martina Batini, will be on the left-hand side. She has come through Tsuji of Japan, and then a real brutal battle against Martianova in the semi-finals. She faces another Japanese athlete here in this final. UENO Yuka came through Takayama, and then Cristino to make it through. World number 4, UENO on the right. World number 3, Batini on the left. UENO is the reigning Asian champion and has 2 silver medals this season at the Palmer World Cup and Busan World Cup. She lost out to Batini at that Busan World Cup. Batini picking up the gold medal, as well as gold at the Turin Grand Prix, silver in Cairo. She was the bronze medalist here last year, so upgrade for Batini, whatever happens. And look at the size difference. Gold medal match in the women's foil here at the Shanghai Grand Prix 2026. Martina Batini of Italy, the world number 3, taking on UENO Yuka from Japan, the world number 4. As always, it will be a slow and patient start from Batini, but UENO is a bit like a jack-in-a-box. She moves around all over the place. So nearly a minute of the match gone before the first hit scored. Not a big surprise. Martina Batini takes her time getting up to speed. Reminds me a lot of Di Francesca in her pomp. Full of attacking flair, but build to it. She won't just go out 100 miles an hour. She wants to find the right distance, find the right timing. UENO, on the other hand, is also patient. She's also going to take her time here. But the difference from this match compared to the other ones we've seen today is the complete difference in height. Now, that is not necessarily an advantage, as much as it perhaps would be in épée. But what it does mean is Batini can control the fight from a distance that UENO can't hit at. Like that. So UENO's trying to creep in to distance where she can hit, and the minute she gets just 1/2 step out too close, Batini can just launch an attack. Makes for tricky, not impossible, but makes for a tricky tactical approach for UENO. That's the way to do it. So luring her in and out, dancing in and out of distance, making Batini think that she can hit, and then Ryan is stepping back and taking power riposte. That's 2 in a row, so gets back on level terms. So the beat back from Ueno gave her the right of way. Batini attacked into that, or counter-attacked into it, I should say. Counter-parry riposte fails, and then just to sort of tuck herself up and get out of distance, Ueno. You see, she's happy to work on a defensive posture, and that's why, because then launching a flesh attack from, well, at least step lunge distance, there was a little bit of desperation from Ueno. Well, first video appeal from Martina Batini. A referee has called attack failing and then picking up, and actually I can see that in the replay. Does look just like that. Referee from Poland, and he stays with his decision. Andrzej Witkowski, Polish referee, supported on video by Eugene Chua from Singapore. Oh, that was close to a really nice parry riposte, all tucked up neatly there, Ueno. Angled her wrist to try and get it onto Batini's shoulder. Parry riposte. This is a really good performance from UENO Yuka. Martina Batini stops the rot here. She slowed the fight right down. So, first period done and dusted. We go to the minutes break, and Batini scores another one just before the break to get back to just one hit behind. This is a thrilling contest. The much taller Batini controlled the beginning of the fight from distance. She looks very stressed, as you can imagine. This is a gold medal match. It's like fencing's the equivalent of a Grand Slam competition. It's huge, but look at the coach already doing his job just to try and settle Batini. Just needs to calm down. And now Frank Bourdin, Frenchman, Atlanta Olympic bronze medalist, in a much more calm conversation in terms of the athlete anyway, but the much shorter athlete learnt her mistakes early doors and found a way to pick off a 3-hit lead at one point, now down to just one. Ueno leads this match until 2 seconds into the second period. Batini is levelled up with a counter action. And now the French fencer takes the lead. Batini has turned this around. It's so important, the time that you have with the coach in those minute breaks, and Batini has just come out here and she's just changed the distance a little bit. She's just slowed down the start of her attack, but she's intensified, if you like, the pressure that she's putting on Ueno, and that's what's changed the fight. Frank Boudin will be happy with that parry riposte. C'est beau, Ueno. Tape being added to the base of the mask. Surely it can't be on the bib, because that's part of the valid target area. Oh, now that is on. So perhaps we're getting some kind of conductivity on the face of the mask, and that tape is designed to block the signal. You can see the same thing on Ueno's mask. Couple of minutes and some change to go in the second period. And now the mask is going to be replaced. One of Batini's teammates has brought a mask out. Now this is not always the most comfortable of things. I can tell you, when I fenced a very long time ago, the mask, it became shaped to your head. And even getting a new mask when you needed to replace it was sometimes an awkward feeling. It took you a while to get used to it and for it to mould to you. So using someone else's mask, never ever comfortable. So match resumes. Unfamiliar mask for Martina Batini. That's a very familiar sight from Ueno. forcing that one through. I don't think that was the first attack that landed for Ueno. I think it was a remise. And she's back. Not in control. She's still thinking it was. It was a beat closing cart attack from Ueno that went straight through. Taken some speed and power from that much smaller Japanese athlete. Pinned to the back line. She's dangerous in close quarters, but so is Batini, surprisingly so for her height. So again, just that little drop in pace at the start of the attack for Batini has made the difference. These two have faced each other 4 times in their senior career. Ueno won the first 2. Martini won the last 2, but their last meeting, both of them, the last 2 meetings were in 2023. Busan Grand Prix in March of 23, and just before that at the Cairo World Cup. Cairo World Cup, Batini won 15-14, but the Busan Grand Prix, Batini destroyed Ueno 15-2. That would have hurt an awful lot for such a talented young fencer. And so she would have brought that energy and that fire into this fight. Still trails by 2. Loads of time left. A whole 3-minute period to come if we get to it. 49 seconds on the clock. Batini 3 away from the target score. Make that 2 away from the target score. Asian champion championship crowned by Ueno last year. Frank Badan looking pretty settled and calm. Remarkable, really. Ueno's never won a circuit title, but she's not giving up here. She's got a couple of World Cup silvers and a couple of bronzes. 2 of those World Cup silvers. Both of those World Cup silvers have come this season. One of those bronzes has as well. So she's on target for a gold. But Batini has form. 2-time Grand Prix winner. She's got 6 Grand Prix medals in total. The last win was at the Turin Grand Prix in February this year, this season. Is she going to make it 3? Just off target. Para riposte from Martina Batini for me, and it is a 3rd Grand Prix title, a 2nd of this season for the Italian. There is a review of the video. Of course, Ueno's going to ask for that, otherwise the match is gone. The referee does confirm Martina Batini of Italy has taken her 3rd Grand Prix title. It's a first medal at a Grand Prix for UENO Yuka, but Batini, the champion of Shanghai 2026.
The final of women's foil has finished. 女子花剑决赛已经结束。Victory belongs to 胜利属于 Italy 意大利 Batini Martina。
Confirmation then that Martina Batini of Italy has taken her second Grand Prix of the title, beating UENO Yuka of Japan in the final. First Grand Prix medal for UENO, third Grand Prix title in her career for Martina Batini. It was a brilliant performance at the start from UENO. Batini did get into the lead, but then UENO worked out the distance and got into the lead, but by just a few seconds into the second period, Batini had found a way through, and she actually broke the fight right at the beginning of that second period. Change of mask required after coloured lights started coming up where they shouldn't. It didn't break the rhythm despite the use of one of her teammates' masks. It all came together for Batini.